Here's the thing. We don't give ourselves enough credit. Like, at all. We work our butts off to get somewhere. And then the second we arrive, we immediately feel like we haven't arrived yet. It's this crazy cycle we all get trapped in. You achieve something you wanted for years. Maybe it's landing that job, hitting a fitness goal, or finally getting your finances in order. And within days, sometimes even hours, you're already stressed about the next goal. You overcome massive obstacles, things that seemed impossible a year ago. And instead of celebrating, you focus on how much further you have to go. You never stop to acknowledge what you've already done. It's like we're all running on this treadmill that keeps speeding up. And we forget to look back and see the miles we've already covered. We're so conditioned to keep pushing forward that we've lost the ability to pause and appreciate the present moment. We have this twisted idea that success only counts when it's the final result. When you've made it. When you've reached some arbitrary finish line that honestly keeps moving further away. But what about all the days you wanted to quit and didn't? What about the mornings you dragged yourself out of bed even though you were exhausted? What about the times you chose to keep going when giving up would have been so much easier? Those matter too. Actually, those matter more. Because here's the truth. There's no final destination. Life isn't about reaching some magical endpoint where you can finally relax and say, I did it. Life is the accumulation of all those small, tough, unglamorous moments where you chose to keep showing up. Every small step you took to get here, every decision to try one more time, every moment of courage when you felt like you had none left. That's the real success. That's what counts. Here's something wild to think about. You're so busy chasing the next thing that you miss the fact you're already living a life past you dreamed about. Seriously, think about it for a second. Remember who you were 5 years ago. What would that version of you think about your life right now? What would they be proud? What would they be amazed at what you've accomplished? Where you are, what you survived. You're so focused on where you're going that you can't see how far you've come. And I get it. Ambition is important. Having goals keeps us moving forward. But there's a difference between healthy ambition and being so fixated on the future that you can't enjoy the present. You worked hard to get here. You made sacrifices, faced fears, overcome challenges. That deserves recognition from others, sure, but most importantly, from yourself. Let's get real for a second. We all die eventually. I know. That's heavy. But it's true. None of us are getting out of this alive. So why spending the whole time feeling like you're behind? Why waste your precious days beating yourself up for not being further along? Life is too short to spend it in a constant state of not enough. Here's what I want you to do. Give yourself credit right now for everything. You're trying. You're surviving. You're showing up day after day even when it's hard. That's more than enough. That's actually pretty incredible. You don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to hit every goal by some imaginary deadline. You just need to keep going. And you need to acknowledge yourself for doing exactly that. Here's a challenge for you. Tonight, before you go to bed, I want you to write down 3 things you've accomplished that you're proud of. They don't have to be big things. Maybe you had a tough conversation you've been avoiding. Maybe you chose the salad over the fries. Maybe you just made it through a really hard day. Write them down. Feel the weight of those accomplishments. Let yourself feel proud. And tomorrow, when you wake up and that voice in your head starts telling you that you're not doing enough, that you're behind, that you should be further along, remember this conversation. Remember that the journey matters just as much as the destination. Remember that you're already enough right here, right now. And that's it for today's episode. Remember, you're doing better than you think. Give yourself some credit. If this resonated with you, share with someone who needs to hear it. Until next time, stay limitless and never stop believing in yourself. Thank you.